Join the nation. Join the nation. Donde todo se enciende. Mal en the mic, yeah, you know he defending. Bodega bringing that fuego, that spice. Lynette with the vibe, Chrys cold like ice. Every show's a little bit wild, but it's sweet like rum when the chaos gets loud. So pour a drink, take a seat, no hesitation. It's time to join Delgado Nation.
Remember, camera to
Back in
Chrys.
your life like a late night text. Mal got the flow, always coming correct. Bodega, stirring that pot for fun.
Good evening, everybody. I had no idea I was just bringing the show in, but okay. How's everyone doing?
There you go.
Tonight.
There you go. You know, it's whatever.
Is that how you're doing tonight?
I'm gonna be a drama queen tonight.
You?
Tonight?
That's not just tonight. I was just
Tonight is crazy. That man is always a drama queen.
yeah, that's okay.
I'm good. I
Tonight
am
it's
good.
warranted.
I am good. Everything is great. We've been off for like a month.
I know.
Life been
It's all Mal's
lifing.
fault.
Life has been like
Life
that.
has been lifing for every single
Everybody.
one of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the last month, and Phil as well. So we back. Bodega, how you doing? How's it been for you?
Took the E out of emotion and just kept moving.
You got vacation coming up.
Okay, dropping bars over there. Hold
Right?
up.
You got vacation coming up too.
I do, yeah.
And where you going?
To Puerto Rico.
How long?
We'll be
Mira.
there for, 4 or 5 days?
Y'all going?
Damn.
This next weekend, actually.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Take me
Lynette,
with you.
what's going on with you?
Contigo. Life is lifing.
Life is
sure.
lifing for sure.
Always. You know,
Blessed
the
to,
wheels
blessed
keep
to be
turning.
here. Yes, blessed to be here. So if everybody saw the post, if you guys haven't tuned in of the last day and a half, I cried like a fucking baby. Yes, the fuck I did.
He's still crying.
Yes, the fuck I am inside.
Cry baby.
I'm just saying. Sweater. I can't
Sweater-
see. I can't.
Sweater
I'm
beef.
not gonna be able to speak tonight. I'm not. This
Indeed,
is just so. This is
I
for
can
me.
talk for you.
Yeah, for me is this is a lot for me. But today is Chris's final show. She is leaving us for the better. Why Bodega
Why
got
will they got the
the
Hoochie Daddy shirts?
Yo, think of stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Think my hoochie daddies are straight. You heard?
Yo, I'm crying.
High above the knees. High above the knees, too. Damn, you white as hell.
I am.
So
That's why he needs his vacation.
This man is white as hell.
so it's Chris's last show.
I mean, it doesn't. You never
What?
know. I could come back and
Oh,
Like,
you
you
gotta
know,
make me
guest
you
star.
gotta make me a promise though. You gotta
Like
make
a
me a promise.
guest,
You gotta
right?
make me a promise.
Wait, I can't make promises. What? Whoa,
So the two promises
we'll see.
One.
is the first one is you gotta come back for the 50th episode and celebrate.
Oh, of course.
And then the second one is if I'm not gonna everyone's already asking me. You say what the hell you want to say.
Yes, tell us what
Like-
you're doing. Tell us why you're leaving.
So I hate to say I'm leaving. I think that
It's
I
alright,
am
you'll be back.
just stepping right. I'm just stepping onto a different path for now.
And
right?
we are excited.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. It's just a different creative path. It's more aligned to what I've always wanted to do. And I mean, that's kind of how me and Mel met to begin with, was, kind of like bonding over what we both wanted to do, what he was already into doing. So just creatively and business-wise, and there's just a lot changing and a lot of different transitions for me. And I just wanted to honor what I want to build. So
Atta
it comes
girl.
in steps, right? And,
Yes.
this is the step that I'm on, unfortunately. But, I never said it was like to leave. And, I mean, I think that, we spoke briefly. I took a lot of time thinking about how to say it and when to say
briefly
it.
was a lot. She was speaking. I was what?
No, I sent a long
Listen.
text first because I already
Yes.
knew he needed time to process. I already
Read
knew
10
I was
times
like,
over what was
read
being
it
said.
first before you call me.
Yeah, listen.
'Cause you know
when
he
she
can't
texted
read.
that when she
It took him-
texted
it took him a
it
little
was
bit.
when
gonna
she
be a lot.
texted
I
me
already
that
knew.
when she texted me that I was door dashing, I literally had to stop during the middle of a DoorDash, read the text over. I swear to God, I started bawling. I was bawling out like if it was like a 20-year-old fucking breakup.
Heartbreak.
Yes, that's the fuck I was. Yes, the fuck I was. That's how the fuck I was. And I was like, okay, I'm not calling her. That's it. Just put my phone down. I'm not calling her.
I knew he needed time, so I really. But again, as I mentioned in the text message, and I mentioned again when we were talking, it wasn't ever meant to be, and was not a goodbye. I think that we've both grown.
Yeah.
Our friendship has grown, and creatively, I feel like there's ways that we'll be able to collaborate in the future. It's not, you know what I mean? It's just changing. That's all.
Definitely.
But as always, I'm super grateful. I've loved being on this show. It's literally something I got like a dream come true for me. It was checked off, and we had mentioned about that. I had a whole bunch of things that I wanted to do, and this was one of them. And because, Mel gave me many opportunities that I was super grateful for. So always, like, it's just changing. I'm not going anywhere. You know what I mean? I'm still supporting. I'm still here.
No, of course, that definitely. And we are all excited for your new journey.
Thank you.
Because we're gonna be right there soon.
And I know it.
So we excited for that. So now that when you come back, you're gonna come back as a boss.
Right.
You're gonna come back as
she already is.
you already there. You go. Yeah. Top tier businesswoman.
Right.
So it's gonna be
I'm
different.
hoping to come back with a lot more, checked off my list. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, live the life that I've always imagined. So
yes, and we're
so
and
give
we're
us a
happy.
mini snippet. What are you doing?
I mean, there's a lot.
I told
I'm
you
that kind of person, though.
No, we want to hear what you're doing.
So I am stepping out, and starting my own business.
As in what?
I am not going to disclose that just yet, but it does align with what I do. But there are creative aspects to it. And it's going to kind of open up some of those creative aspects for myself. I'm going to keep going in this direction eventually. There's communities that I'd love to take a part in and help create, especially for women, especially for, and like I said,
damn, Chantel, really?
Plenty of collaborations.
He called me crying.
Dito, I already knew. Did I not say that he was going to call Chantel? I was like, he needs to call Chantel before he calls me.
He called me crying.
Give him a minute.
Did he really?
Yeah.
And
you are a crybaby.
Wow. See, now I'm getting put on the spot. You know what?
That's okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Did you call you crying? He didn't call me crying.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Better
that.
than to call me crying.
He'd be like, bro, get off my phone.
Don't come to me with problems. Come to me with solutions.
No, but this isn't a problem. It wasn't a problem.
Yeah. So it was.
He cried for everything.
Yo,
He's a
shut up.
Scorpio. They either cry or they hold it all in. There's no.
I was trying to hold it in. I've been saying it for the last 2 days. How the hell am I gonna hold this shit in for tonight?
That failed.
But I get it.
Yes.
I'm a little bit better in person. Although, she can tell you, I'm a crier. Just like in public, in public.
That's
I'm
my
more like
that's
stoic. But
that's gonna be my thing. You're not leaving out of here with dry tears. I'm telling you. I'm just saying.
Dry
I mean
face.
a dry face because there's no such thing as dry
What,
face.
whatever.
what?
You know what the
See?
fuck I
You
mean.
see?
See,
But you see?
like
That
yo.
shit gets on my nerves. All he does is speak in
Stop
riddles.
talking in riddles. Like he
Yo.
texts all day. Like,
Riddles.
oh my god,
I know you guys hate that when I text in
Yeah.
riddles and
because you don't even be
it's
saying
not
anything.
riddles. It's just half. Like he'll say, "Yo,
Real men
guess what
cry and wear
happened?"
hoochie daddy shorts.
Period.
Yo, thinkers, you ain't shit.
We're actually gonna have fun tonight.
we definitely gonna have some fun tonight. So tonight we're gonna jump into the Diddy, and then we're gonna
Oh
jump.
my god.
Do we have to?
Damn, like,
Like,
I mean, what's there to talk about?
Correct.
okay. So are you guys?
It wasn't a Rico, it was a Freako. You can't hold him responsible for. I mean,
Wow.
don't get me wrong.
There's
The only thing that I disagree with was the whole. He beat the brakes off Cassie. Not for that. That was crazy.
I know, but still, how you get off?
She-
Listen, Because he has money. Let's just
No, I
cut
literally,
straight to the case.
I swear he.
What is
One of
he-
the juries got paid off.
What is he really guilty of?
Listen,
being
I
the
don't follow it.
freaky
No,
ass
there's
dude?
not-
Like,
there's-
I don't get it, bro. Like, how is that a crime?
Being
It's the
freaky ain't
way
a crime, but
it's
there's a lot of things
there's a
more
lot.
than just that were brought to light
Yes.
that should have been addressed. We don't have
For
to
sure,
talk about
for
it,
sure.
but let's just say that this was very clearly another case of somebody with money not being held accountable for what they do.
Because if it was one of us,
It wouldn't be, but
But I mean,
we behind bars for
but
life.
I mean, when
Correct.
you really
Life.
when
Simple.
you really look
It's
at
simple.
it, like, I get that, but then you gotta look at the evidence, bro. Like, what did he really do? Minus him beating on Cassie. The messages and everything show she's a co-conspirator. She was with it. She was with all the debauchery. She was with it. Fact of the matter is that I'm not taking away from the fact that it was a whole DV situation between him and her. That was unfortunate. But as far as the acts are concerned, the messages show she's a co-conspirator. Other people testified to her being a co-conspirator. They didn't say Diddy didn't do this. They said, no, yeah, we went to Diddy parties. We knew what it was. But she was the one texting them and hitting them up and like, yo.
But how do you know
like,
it's
you better-
actually her?
That's the
How do
shit
you
too.
know,
How
first
you
of
know
all,
it's
how do
actually
you know
her?
it's actually her?
Because she
he could have
said
been
she
running
wasn't with
that
it.
all along. Second, when you're in that type of situation, you cannot say that I'm not gonna do what he says because he gonna beat the
He's
shit
gonna
out
beat
of
the
me.
shit out of me.
Like she was put in
This
that
comes
situation.
right back down
she
to
could have
consent
definitely
is not always just saying yes. Consent
Correct.
is body language. It is, do I have the freedom and the safety to say no? Consent is a lot more than what we were taught. Oh, just
Right.
no.
yeah no
It's a lot more
exactly.
than that. So
Like you can tell, but at that point he didn't give a shit. And again, I don't follow this too much to
I don't
have
either
so much of an
because-
opinion.
Why?
But
because my opinions are very like, you know me, I'm very
know-
opinionated. So if I don't want to argue with somebody about something, I'm like, leave me out of it. Just
Yeah.
leave me out of it.
So what? So what's worse, what he did or what R. Kelly did?
Those were young.
I mean, those
Those
were
were
little
young
girls.
girls, bro,
So
like-
that's not even. How is that a question?
Now,
But-
don't get me wrong. A lot of them girls' parents are responsible
Because
for
they
that.
were paid
Correct.
for
Yes.
that.
No, I get that. No, I totally
paid them.
I totally get that, but
That's
you got to
crazy.
face the facts with that one too.
did it?
As a parent, who's gonna be okay with that?
Nobody's gonna be okay with
But
that.
they was doing it. Nobody put a gun to their head and say, "Yo, this
But
is what's
money
gonna happen."
speaks
Nah.
to certain people
And
more
I-
than it does to others.
And I get that. But at the
And
end
those
of the
are
day,
people that are
where
greedy
does
for money.
accountability
Yeah,
come
yeah.
in? Because I don't care what I'm going through. I'm not gonna take money for somebody to
But
do
that's
something
you.
to my
That's
child.
a
That is
character.
you. That's-
Exactly.
that
Your
is a character trait in
better
you.
than
Yes,
them,
a character
theirs,
trait in you where
period.
you're gonna protect your kids no matter what. all
Yeah,
costs.
no,
That's
a lot
just
of
bad
people.
parenting.
A
That's
lot of
just
people are
there's-
not like that.
They don't
That's
have
what
to
I'm-
talk
but-
too much
but
about
this-
it. It's,
but
they
this
were
is
bad
what I'm-
parents,
but
and
this
that's
is what
just
I'm
it
getting
is.
to. There has to be some accountability.
Yeah.
And
There
that,
has to be accountability, and that's
that
what
the
it
par-
all boils
the-
down to.
exactly. So also, what happened? What happened with R. Kelly and what he did? Them parents also should be in jail as well.
100%.
I wholeheartedly agree
100%,
with you on that.
100%.
They should be
Wholeheartedly.
in jail as well, and they're out here living life
100%.
rich because you know damn well they got paid off very well.
In better situations than these children that had to go through it because trauma,
And then
PTSD.
And then the
All of
crazy
that.
thing when you think about it is you really only heard about a couple situations,
Yeah.
but the one situation you heard about most involving R. Kelly was Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
was Aaliyah? That's how it
Yeah.
That's how it started. That,
No, there was girls way
Prior.
before Aaliyah.
Yeah.
There
Yes.
was so
You didn't watch
many
the-
little
well,
girls
I didn't watch the
before
documentary
Aaliyah,
either,
bro.
but people talked about it.
I watched like almost like 30 minutes of it. Then I had to shut it
can't
off.
watch it.
I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
Everyone that got
But the wild part
everyone that got the business came back.
That's it. Yes.
you want to know what's crazy though? Everybody spoke about R. Kelly with Aaliyah, but nobody said nothing about Dame Dash and
Bodega
Aaliyah.
looking like the Punisher.
You know what I mean? No-
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Nobody said nothing about when Dame Dash and Aaliyah were messing with each other after the R. Kelly situation.
After the R. Kelly
Nobody's
situation.
talking about that. Nobody saw.
But once somebody has already, so then that's another thing, right? And this just comes down to like once somebody has already been in a relationship where they either been abused, whether it's mental,
Physical,
sexual,
emotional,
emotional, it's a lot more likely that they end up in another relationship like that.
Yeah.
But this also shows that the music business
Ain't shit.
ain't
Let's just
shit.
come on.
And it's a fucking devil.
Well, yeah.
Once you sign that
It's
deal,
just- but it's
they
the
fucking
spotlight
own
in
you.
general.
They own you.
Yeah.
Once you sign a deal, they fucking own you, no matter what.
It-
You
but-
got to do what they say.
I beg to differ with that
How?
because like ain't nobody gonna
Look
make
at-
me
look-
do what I don't want to do.
Yeah, but do
That-
you know how they signed? Who was it? Wasn't it Rihanna? She
That
was
sh-
locked in a room for like 18 hours, underage, until she signed that paper.
With
Yeah.
Rock
Was it
Na-
Rihanna?
with- I don't remember.
Never heard
Yo,
that.
I never
what?
heard that. I don't remember
Yeah,
if it was
no.
if it
I'm
was.
not saying you lie.
No, I may have the wrong name.
Yeah,
But
I
a
never heard that.
young, very prominent artist,
Uh-huh.
when she came to talk terms to maybe be signed or not, they
Yeah, 'cause
locked
she's
her in that
always been
room
signed
and
with
did
Rock
not-
Nation. She's always been
without
signed
her
with Jay-Z.
parents,
That's
Without her parents.
crazy.
So I don't remember if it was. I don't think it was her. I think it was somebody else, but not her.
I think it was Rihanna because then I'm gonna see if I can find it.
That's ChatGPT.
I got you.
Thank you. I know you're
Phil-
better
Phil,
at this.
you know, yeah. Phil's
Me,
Phil,
I just
know.
be reading shit and then I just store it
Call
somewhere
me.
in my
You
brain.
can call me
that I
Phil
don't-
GPT.
I got you. I got you.
Phil
All right.
GPT.
So claims circulating that Rihanna was allegedly kept in a hotel room
oh shit! So you right?
by Jay-Z when she was 16 years old until she
16. She
agreed
wasn't allowed
to
to have
sign
her
a
parents
record
with her.
deal. These claims,
Wow.
where she reportedly state that she was given the option to sign the contract or leave or exit through the window from a high floor.
What the fuck?
That is not consent, y'all. She didn't have an option. Do you get what I'm saying? Y nadie sabe
That's why I
what
said the
happened in
music
there.
industry is the devil. No matter
16
what.
wasn't allowed her parents, and that was her two options: sign this, and it was for
Or
a
jump out
long
the
time.
window,
It was like
pretty
18
much.
hours or something crazy. I don't remember.
That is that.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. This my first time.
Yo, that is crazy. Yeah, that's
I
my
didn't
first
hear
time
that
hearing that
either.
too. That's wild.
Never heard about that.
That
That's
is
crazy.
that is fucking crazy. This is why
Yeah, that's wild.
he's a Jay-Z. He's a billionaire. He got money. I'm pretty sure he's done stuff. And
think
are
they
you
all-
shocked that Diddy didn't really snitch on everybody?
You know, the question I got, and maybe it's me, right? Not to cut you off, because I just had this question. How old was Jay-Z when he got with Beyonce?
Oh, that's always
Like
been a
40?
thing. They were
That-
like,
they were always a
had
thing,
like,
yeah.
She was old enough,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, she was old
18.
enough. She was old enough.
really young still.
But
I
she
think
was
he
like
was, like-
18, 19, something
Yeah.
like that.
And I
right?
believe he was
That's
like 28,
always been
probably
one of
around.
those-
No, not even 26 around there,
Nah, he
probably.
gotta
No,
be
he was
older
much
than that,
older.
bro.
No.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
damn near
hey,
50.
Phil
What are you talking
GPT.
about? He's a 70s baby.
Phil
bro.
GPT. Pull up the facts,
I
please.
think he was born like 73 or something like
I thought
that.
so too.
That is wild.
There is an age, like I thought.
But
there
he
a
was
huge
messing
age
with her before
He was
she
30.
of age.
He was
He was
30.
30 and she was
30.
18.
She was 18.
when they officially
I'm
came
telling
out,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
together.
See, but
To
you
me,
see
that's
what I
too
be...
much. No,
But he was already
It's that-
before.
Yes.
And at
No.
that
Before.
time, who was tied to Jay-Z? Dame Dash. Remember they
Damon
started
Dash, yes,
Rockefeller
because they
together?
started Rockefeller together. But it's crazy how the music
Everything is-
industry is. When you sign
wanna
to that
say no
certain
more.
person, Diddy ruined a lot of careers. He ruined Day 26. He ruined Making the Band. He ruined 112. He
I mean,
fucking
but-
ruined Faith Evans. Like he ruined a lot of fucking careers by paying them off
Blacklisting them.
and shutting the fuck up. Don't
Yeah.
say nothing.
That's not entirely
Let me
true,
rub some
because-
cum on my titties.
Just
Oh my God.
fucking Phil.
Phil GPT. God,
he
my
lost what he
thing.
was gonna say.
Let me rub
I can't like
the, let me rub the cum on the
bro.
titties.
That was a wild pause. But like nothing would have prepared me for that, bro. That was crazy.
But it's
Let me get Carl Winslow in the butt.
But it's
Wow.
crazy. Look what
Wow.
look at what he did. What Diddy did with fucking Meek Mills.
Daddy.
But it's his contracts though. So you gotta understand that a lot of his artists, their contracts were absolutely fucking airtight. Now, I'm not saying he didn't do no wild shit, but remember, Mace exposed him. Mace was one of the first people to expose him.
And he is
about
still
his
standing
contracts.
on business of the way Diddy, how Diddy is.
How Diddy did it.
When
How
you,
Diddy
when
did
you
it.
look at it, a lot of
Like-
a lot of people in the music industry use the same tactics. Because look at Fat Joe with Big Pun. It was the same shit. He had Pun locked in a super
See, and
tight
this is why
fucking
more people are
contract.
trying to go independent and stuff like
And
that.
that,
People
and,
Yeah.
but
like
the-
Russ
you go
and-
independent. You're making more money independent.
Not
than
always. You got to make it good.
You gotta make it good.
What I think Russ just he posted something. His album got I
Who?
think top 5.
Russ. You don't listen to
artist.
Russ?
Yeah.
He just his album I think was in the top 5 albums, Billboard kind of stuff, and he's like the last time an independent artist got somewhere in the top 5 was like something like 10 years ago.
You know how much I made from
Nah,
my...
6ix9ine. Even though I can't stand 6ix9ine, but he's been independent for a minute. That dude.
He was not independent, bro. He's not independent. He was signed to the same dudes that robbed him and smashed his baby mother, bro. He was not independent. You know who's independent? Young M.A.
Oh
Young
yeah,
M.A.
she yes.
She came in independent. She signed to herself.
Oh, good.
And then
Yeah,
And I
there's a
fuck
lot of
with
artists
M.A.
who are
She
trying
one
to,
of
but
the
it
best
doesn't
female
mean
artists,
that
but
you
she's
get there
independent.
fast.
yeah,
You know
it
what
doesn't
I'm
matter.
saying?
Yeah,
6ix9ine
you don't get
wasn't
there.
independent. He was signed to somebody. You
I
get
made
what I'm
6ix9ine.
saying?
And
I
he's
had no
still,
idea.
but he'll say that he's been independent for a minute.
Bro,
It's different, like coming independent. Or
I can't stand
than
him.
like
I can't.
leaving a contract
I thought
and
that
then
was your
going
best friend.
independent. I feel like
Oh hell no.
I mean, with the
He is snitch.
Well, hell
because
no.
I mean, there's a difference.
That's what
But
Roland
there's a
said.
difference. There's a difference between being signed and being independent because as an independent artist, you're supporting your career.
Yeah.
Whereas
And you
when
have to
you're
make it
signed
grow.
to a record
Yeah.
label,
They
they're
do everything
investing
for-
in
they
you.
do everything
so
for you.
You gotta pay them that money back. Plus, they have so many points on your album.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, not for nothing, TLC was one of the people who first spoke out about that because they had a super slave contract. Like, they
left me some left eye.
they
Lopez.
did them dirty, bro. They was
They-
on the
they did a lot.
Supermax
It's-
slave contract.
A lot of
bro.
a lot of
Yo, they didn't
these.
even have a full point on their own music, bro. They had a half point.
Damn.
That's wild.
That's
See?
wild.
And they were making music.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
I
they
mean, that
definitely
was-
was.
All the 80s and 90s.
So
You know how much
For
I've
sure.
made from my amigos?
Tell us.
So I released it in March, and I've had one total payout so far. I've had a few thousand downloads, and I've made a total of $6.
What?
Love that
$6.
for you.
Yeah.
That's a Wawa sandwich right now. They $5.99. You know what I mean?
I didn't know how it works, honestly.
it's
He's amigos.
I experienced it for the first time.
What?
Of having an artist on the brand and the label.
Right.
It's hard. It's fucking hard. Especially if that artist does not want to perform, it's even harder for you to try to put their
Push
music
them.
out.
Yeah.
To put their music out there, it's even harder. So
Because it's technically their music.
yes.
But
yes.
they're under you.
They're under
Has
me.
to-
Yes.
Yeah, you're
So
the
it's-
marketer, they're the performer. period.
Yes, so it's even hard. It's harder. So first time, learn the lesson of how to when you have a vision and you don't know nothing about that yet, because a lot of people are not gonna help you just to help you. There's a lot of opportunities out there that just want to take advantage.
Sure.
So when me and Chantel, did that, it was just me and her. And then the artist.
And I mean, it's a learning game.
It's
right?
a learn.
Like you
It's
said.
exactly.
And
It's
that's
a
gonna be
learning
with
game.
Any new venture you take, it's
Yes.
gonna be a learning game. You're gonna have some L's, and you're hoping for some, wins.
Yeah, and
But-
hoping for some wins. Yes. So that was tough. That was tough, but it's like you said, it's a learning game. But this also shows that this is why, like you said, a lot of people are going independent because the music industry can't be trusted right now of just signing a deal.
And they never could be
Any
trusted. They're
industry.
just getting, outed.
Because
For it.
Any
everything's
industry.
because I mean, you got to face it. These music companies, music as a whole is an industry, right? So each one of these companies have their hand in their industry, and they've had their hand
Yes.
in this industry for 75 plus years.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
at the end of the day, they're gonna make sure that they can continue moving forward, just like any other business. It's just
I'm sorry,
As
you
a-
don't get billions in any industry without
correct.
fucking people over.
Oh hell
somewhere.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's just,
that
I
is
don't care
definitely
what you're doing.
100% facts.
Correct. It's gonna happen. Is it unfortunate? Yes, but this has been going on
Years.
for
Decades, yeah,
get what I'm
decades.
saying?
Like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Let's
But
move on to the
now-
next topic.
But now we're in a different.
What you said, Phil?
So let's move on to the next topic.
All
Yeah.
right, moving on.
So the next topic is
Dun,
why
dun, dun, dun.
why can people take accountability in their relationships?
I'm glad that you took a
so
second
You like y'all's
to
cartoons
read it.
there?
Dead
No, I
sad
look so
because you got
sad.
tripped up there for a second.
He had
I
to
love
sound
that
it
for
out.
you.
You know
He's
what?
learning.
He had to
He's
sound it out because
He's
he
learning.
can't read.
All
Accountability.
you had to do was squint and put your finger under the word.
Accountability.
So, Bodega, do you want to take a crack at this right now?
Well, at the accountability shit.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Go ahead, start us off.
Nah,
Start us
yeah.
off.
Nah,
but then
start
you
us
got
off.
so much to
Bodega,
say.
start us off.
Bodega, what percentage of women take accountabilities in their
Zero,
relationships?
bro. Zero.
That is not true.
100 women versus accountability,
90.
and accountability is the fucking champ right now.
Bro.
Yo, when it comes to women, accountability is
Listen.
Floyd Mayweather. It's about to retire undefeated. Respectfully.
I cannot stand
Chris,
Why you sit me next to him?
Chris,
I love how you follow. You want me
Right.
to follow up.
yup, follow up.
She's statistics over here, though.
You-
Not because if somebody's saying statistics, I'm like, actually.
Go ahead.
The question is why people don't take accountability.
In
in their
relationships.
in relationships,
I don't think it just happens in relationships. I think
it happens. Well, it could happen in
Right. I just say
any relationship that you
anybody
have.
who's really bad at taking accountability, you're going to see a spillover all over their lives. You're going to see it in their relationships. You're going to see it in their business. They're going to always have excuses up their ass.
I have
That's
some talking points regarding this topic here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
let's hear
Okay.
'em.
If you allow me to be the moderator in this.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Absolutely.
All right. So my first one, this is based off personal experience, and this is just in general. So like, if you ever have a conversation with somebody and they say that that's just how I am, is that a cop out for bad behavior?
Yes,
Yes,
definitely
for sure.
Fuck yes. Bodega, you're holding like no.
No, dog. It definitely
Yeah, no,
is.
I
It
feel-
definitely is.
That's a cop out because we grown, right?
Yeah.
We grown. We know right from wrong.
Are we though?
Now,
but are we though?
we
You know,
are-
there's a lot of people that are not fucking grown
Well,
though.
then
Calm
speak
down,
for
Mighty
yourself,
Mouse.
'cause
There's a lot
I
of
was
people
gonna
that are not
say.
grown.
Hold on, Papa Smurf. We're gonna get to you. We're gonna get to you here in a second. Fact of the matter is that it is a cop out because, you know, part of getting older is you learning to accept growth, and you accepting growth is understanding that you as an individual.
Keyword
Are
growth.
not always right. Yeah, we know you don't grow. We know.
Esta tipa
fine.
hoy.
Esta taggy,
Yo,
yeah.
that one was like, whoop, that one fit right
So
in.
listen,
But
so,
yes.
but I mean, all right, I get it, right? Like, not everyone embraces growth. I understand that, but still,
No, but well, I think to add on to what you're saying, we get it that not everybody wants to grow, but I think the main
Because they still want to be a little boy.
That's okay. The main thing is that at this point in life, you have the same resources that all of us have.
Right.
You can go get therapy. You can go read a book. You can watch a podcast. You can watch a YouTube. You could talk to a doctor. You got some sense to use the resources that we all have available. Now it's up to you to do the growth. That's
Yeah.
it. Now there only comes a certain point where you can, say, oh, this happened to me and this person did this to me. But eventually,
Cop out.
again, you have all the same resources
Yeah.
to do all the growth you need to do. And if you choose not to, then
But some
But
people
there's-
are
Absolutely.
scared of change. They don't want to change because they don't know the person that they're going to change into. They don't know what they're.
that's an interesting concept. I've never thought of that.
they're scared
Yeah.
of the unknown.
They're scared
Yeah,
of
but
unknown.
Of
Like-
yourself?
You don't know.
So
Of their self or
But
the other
but
person.
if you have the pencil, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can make
True.
yourself however
yeah,
you
but
want. So what are you scared
But that's
of?
the same thing. It's the there are people with that mentality. Like they've already reached a specific point in their life, and they're used.
I'm
to
okay
things.
with being who I am.
They're cool with their situation, who they are, whatever the case may be.
Do you think that's
And
fear?
It
Absolutely.
definitely is.
I think it's fear.
of the unknown. Like you don't know the person that you're going to become. You don't know the person that, at that point people try to change and then they feel, oh, this person is changing me. And then it becomes okay, well, maybe let me take a step back. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person for you. But they also don't want to be that person for them.
themselves.
So it becomes...
In my head, right? If you know that is not who you want to be, then the only choice is to do whatever needs to be done to grow or change. I don't understand the hesitancy there. Like, what would create the hesitancy? Like, what would create the...
One would think, right, that it
No,
isn't.
I'm genuinely curious because
and
I'm not that
I-
type of person.
I
I'm a
wouldn't
very,
know.
I expect to keep changing till I'm 90. Like,
Correct. But imagine...
Because change is gonna happen every single day, no matter what.
True, unless you're not used to it.
And
Or
yes.
I'm gonna stop you there because I'm the type of person who, like I just said, I expect to change till I'm 90, right? But that's because I do things every day that
To-
change my perspective.
to change your perspective.
Don't do
So,
that.
but change
Most
is
people
every day,
don't-
though.
No, but most people don't do that. Most people can live the same life, go to the same
be
job,
comfortable.
talk to the same people, watch the same things, and never change a damn thing. And so they never grow from the person that they are. Never
True.
experiencing new things or new
But why?
mindsets and new perspectives.
Why?
Maybe that's comfortability in my eyes. That's what
Comfort.
I'm
I
thinking.
feel like it's comfort, right?
there's
Like,
But
it's
they've
comfort.
also watched someone change into someone else they didn't like.
I mean, that could
Ooh.
be a possibility.
I don't know. I'm on the opposite. I never saw the people
could-
that I wanted to change, like, and
It
I
could
was
be a
like, oh, I won't be
possibility.
like
I
that.
mean, I don't
No,
know. That
yeah,
that
but-
sounds plausible, but then it's like, two things can be right at the same time.
Absolutely, duality.
You know what I'm saying? So I see this and I see that. At this point, because none of us have been in that situation, we have no idea. Right
Yeah.
now, all of this is pure speculation.
Yes.
Right. It's just
You
from our
understand?
experiences.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, which is
perspective.
most of
Perspective.
everything, right? Still always, I can't imagine why I don't see how people do the same thing in and out and never decide to change.
Want to do
I really,
anything
yeah.
different.
Some
To do
people are
anything
so,
something.
but some
I get
people are
it.
so comfortable in their lives. Like you got people that live in the
I feel like,
projects
but the
all
most
their
comfortable
life.
people be the most miserable. Like they be
Misery
complaining
loves
the
company.
most.
Misery loves company.
Yeah, but
All right,
there's so many people.
Go ahead, Phil.
I got the next one here. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Why do some people only take accountability after they're caught?
Say it again. What?
Why do some people only take accountability after they're caught? Is it growth if it's reactive instead of proactive?
React.
I don't think that's accountability if you do
Caught.
it just after you get caught. That's just
I got
okay.
caught.
You got me, right? There's
Yeah,
evidence.
You caught. Okay, you
Yeah.
caught me. What are we gonna do after you caught me?
I mean,
Let's
there's
just say,
also
okay.
denial.
Okay, let's.
You can deny. That shit never
Correct.
happened.
That-
So
yeah.
then let's define accountability because I think a lot of people just define accountability as like, okay, I did it. I don't think that's
It's
really
deeper.
accountability.
Yeah, it
is
goes way
way
It's
deeper
deeper
than
than
that.
that.
Accountability
It's
is
deeper than
saying
that.
accepting-
Yo, I
absolutely.
did it. Yeah, like you have to truly understand what the fuck it is that you did. You
Correct.
can't just
Right.
acknowledge what you did.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
accountability
Deeper
would
than
go
that.
into the effect that it had on the other person. How did I affect you? How does that affect us? How do I? And then comes repair
do you move
after that,
forward
right?
from
How do
there?
I
It
move
aff- it
forward?
affects us in a big way.
I lacked accountability for a long time.
Do you think people confuse accountability with blame?
No.
Oh, for sure.
Well, in
100%.
certain,
In certain aspects.
In certain instances.
Think about if you arguing with your person and you trying to get them to take accountability, they're like, I don't want to take the blame.
Oh,
I'm
there's
not the
a.
only one who does that, right? Like you hear things like that, right? But you did. That's how it comes out. You're like, well, I'm not trying to
yeah.
take
The crazy
accountability,
part is
but
that
you
she's right.
did.
No, yeah.
The crazy part is that she's right.
Crazy.
She's
Not-
right. No,
wait,
she
wait,
is.
Not
She's right.
Bodega
Bodega
agreed
agreed.
with Chrys on her last show.
She's right.
What you talking about? Never right? You tripping? Okay.
Yo,
She's right.
But
like this one.
that's yes, you are definitely right about that, because they
But-
like to put the blame on the other people, and
because
fuck?
because sometimes it's like, and I tell you from personal experience, sometimes it's easier to just blame the other person.
Of course.
This way you don't feel no type of way. But
I'm sorry you feel that way, but
Which is not an
that's a
apology.
I'm
fact.
sorry you feel that way,
Nah,
but-
that's a fact. Like, I hate to laugh, but that is 100% a fact, right?
that is
Yes.
like number
Right?
one
But
point
then
blame.
so then now you get to a point so where you think and you like, you know what?
You right?
I can't change the situation if I don't change the way I view the situation.
Absolutely.
So now you look at it, right? And then you get to this point in your mind so where you know what, yeah, all right, cool. I did some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? I did it. I'm not ashamed of it. Am I right? No. I know what I did. But you're not about to shame me about what I did. I'm holding
Right,
myself
right.
accountable for
Right.
it.
but there's a lot of people that don't do that.
I'm not telling you wrong.
Okay,
for-
I got caught. What are we gonna do? You're gonna
Yeah, no, but see,
you're gonna
that's
forgive
There
me.
has to be some type of remorse.
I'm gonna be
It
devil's
rare-
advocate.
It rarely
that-
I'm gonna
happens.
be devil's
that goes
advocate.
into,
You're
oh, I'm
gonna
sorry you feel
forgive
that
me.
way.
I'm gonna do it again, and you're gonna forgive me, and I'm gonna still do it again, and you're still gonna be right
Okay,
there.
Then-
wait. That's not.
That's not
That's a-
accountability,
That's
though.
not
I know that. I'm
That's
being
admitting-
devil's advocate.
Right? But you're okay. You know what? Let's be real, because even you might understand
You might listen.
understand the depth of what you did,
There's people
and
who
still
care
not give
and
a
don't
shit.
care.
Correct.
If you
Yes.
say
Exactly.
all right, yeah,
So yeah,
I
you
did
could
that.
take accountability and still be an asshole. I don't think accountability
Correct.
is all of it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. If you did it one time right and you know you was wrong, but your partner, you know what I'm saying, and you do it again, you can't really blame your partner because, again, like I say over and over again, they attempt to see the best in individuals. But you the asshole because you know you fucked up the first time. You should have never done it again. If you were truly sorry for
But
doing it the
but
first
I'm
time,
gonna
you shouldn't have
continue.
did it
I'm
again.
gonna continue doing it because you comfortable with what I'm doing.
Because
Then
you
you
allowed
an
it.
asshole.
Yeah, you're
Right,
an
that's
asshole.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
listen.
No,
I'm
real
doing
shit.
that.
And
I'm
she's
doing
dumb.
that. I'm playing devil's
Real
advocate.
shit.
Damn it.
No,
Yeah,
that was
no.
the type. Nah, I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's the type of time I was on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
There's
Real
there's
shit.
a lot of people like
That's
that.
the type of
There's a
time that I
lot
was
of people
on. I
like
really
There's a
had
that.
lot of
not give a fuck.
buzzwords. There's a lot of buzzwords now. Like TikTok has got accountability. Everybody knows what it is. They didn't know what it was like, 5-10 years ago,
But
right?
that's been going
they-
on with the internet for 15 years. All of a sudden, look at the demure shit. I got sick of that
Right,
shit.
right.
Like,
So there's all these words. People
Correct.
think that they getting real smart. Really, it's like, no.
That
Just
shit's
be
been around.
accountable and
Yeah.
still be a
That
dick.
shit's been
Yeah.
around.
Right.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yes.
Phil,
you
next
can
one.
admit.
All right. All right.
Moving on.
Okay. So, do y'all think narcissists actually understand accountability? Or do
This
they
is such a good one.
or do they manipulate the narrative?
I know.
wait up.
I
And
know.
the only reason why I'm saying wait up, because there are so many of these women that throw that narcissist term out. First of all, they can't spell it without a cell phone, and they don't even know the textbook definition of it. All right? In between being a narcissist, being a misogynist,
Yo!
how many of you women can spell misogyny with
I
their
can.
phone down?
I
I'm
can.
not saying
Thank
that
you.
you can't, but this is a truth.
Anyways.
So
They
can we
be
put
using
the
words they
definition
can't
of
even spell.
narcissist
Since
on the
I can
screen?
spell it, let me talk about
You
it.
know what be the crazy thing? They be
say.
using words, right?
do this one
They
right
be
here.
using words on a
Oh,
$1,200 cell phone and still don't hit spell check and still spell that shit wrong. I don't
Yo.
get it. This is a fact. This shit happens
Bro.
every day, bro.
This hit hard
Every
right now.
day.
Yo,
Nah, this
he's
been here
lit.
hard.
Yes, bring it
Thank
up.
you, thank
Make
you,
it-
thank you.
Zoom it in
Statistics.
because we can't read that
Statistics.
shit.
A narcissist refers to someone with narcissistic personality disorder, a mental health condition characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, troubled relationships, and a lack of empathy for others. I think it's also important to note that narcissism can have many different facets. So
Yeah.
although the main definition for narcissism is somebody who does see themselves as very grandiose, they are the shit, right? There's also, and I'm sorry, but you can give me. Can you look up like different types of narcissists and it
But
should give
also-
you like a list?
Yeah,
But there's
these
those
are
that would
traits.
be.
Yeah, so
Those are traits, but there's like different types.
But also narcissists, they wanna go online and then blame you, but then people are looking at you like, wait, this person really did that shit? Are you serious?
So the thing about narcissists,
And you keep doing the same shit every fucking day. Dumb people are gonna look at you like, okay, maybe that person was not the problem. You're the problem.
This is why.
but the
this
You're
is
the
reason why
problem.
it's
Wait up.
considered a mental health disorder because
They
the
don't see
reality
it.
is that they
don't see it
create- No,
themselves.
they create their own reality that they truly believe.
Yes.
So on TikTok and Instagram, there's this narcissist. He's been diagnosed, and he calls himself a recovering narcissist. So he lets you in on how he really sees things. He's like, I had this happen. I am a narcissist, and this is how I saw it. I didn't understand it. So he is actively trying to beat his condition, I guess, right? So it does give you an inside view as to how they think. It's a whole reality. They really, like, you may have your reality, but for real, on God, this is what they really think happened.
that's
And there's
insane.
no fighting it.
And that,
and
that's
and
insane.
there's
Regardless-
no evidence against
regardless,
it.
correct.
There's
Regardless of
evidence-
how
yes.
much evidence, this is why I tell everybody, and I, not to take away from the narcissist topic. This is why you never listen to just one side of a story.
No, for
100%.
sure.
Because
This
there's
is why
always
you don't
two
listen to
sides of the
one
story.
side.
There's three sides.
There's
What,
three
there's-
sides.
There's
There's
your
one
side.
side, the other person's side, and
the
truth.
truth.
Correct.
There's three sides, right? So, with that being said, with a narcissist, you can have all the evidence
All
in
of
the
it.
world, bro.
And still not
And
That
say
person
yes,
will
and
still
still-
have their own reality. Again,
For sure.
why it's considered a mental health issue now.
Yeah.
Because literally it is that hard to
So
get
wait,
them
is there a
out of
cure?
there.
Is that a stupid question?
No, because there's a lot of mental health disorders that really don't have cures, like borderline personality disorder and things like that. So, and
That's crazy.
a lot
So-
of times they find narcissism alongside other mental health disorders, and that's what they're finding more and more.
Wow.
Like borderline personality disorder is another one that really fucks up relationships. They just have a lot of common denominators.
BPD.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick before you move on to the next question, Phil. Does narcissists land more in a marriage than a regular relationship?
I don't even understand your question.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
does
like, what-
narcissists land more?
I'm not.
What's
Are you saying
say
are
it in
there
English?
more
This
narcissists
is
in
in a
relationships?
marriage than a regular relationship.
Then
There's
that's
no
how
such
you
thing.
should have worded because
There's no
that's,
such thing.
I just sat
Oh,
here
shut
and
up.
I was like, bro, like, see, this guy speaking in
I got a
riddle
headache.
shit. You see that?
So,
I got a headache.
It's too hot for this shit. Talk to me normal.
In English
me
next
why I'm
time. Yeah, we.
So
so
in
what
English.
do
Moving
you-
on, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, you're saying
You're wanting to know.
do you
are there,
find more narcissists
in
in
a marriage that-
or regular relationships?
Yes.
I don't think
it
it
makes a difference.
matters.
you don't think it matters? You don't think it
No.
matters at all?
I
No.
think if you don't realize you're being love bombed in a relationship, you're not going to realize it's just. And narcissism it takes. First of all, we're just now learning what a narcissist is. Let's be real. Did you hear about what a narcissist was 10 years ago? No, nobody
No,
ever fucking talked
definitely
about
not.
that shit.
Definitely
right?
not.
So we're just now learning, which is why there's more and more. What's now
But I think
considered a
it's
mental health.
actually
It's like
more so since COVID.
right. Well, I'm just saying there's being more studies done on it, right?
The
so
re-
it's
the
not
only-
that it
the only
hasn't
reason
been
I
around.
say
It's
that-
just that
It's
we
just
now
they're-
know more about
bringing
it.
more
correct.
light
They're
to it.
putting
Bringing more light to it because when it
sides
was
and now
COVID, you
it's
had
down
shit,
there was
there's a
nothing
lot
to
of
do but
people
just
who exhibit
a lot of
these
reading.
signs. Something's not
Videos,
right.
reading.
People making
Correct.
content.
Go ahead, Phil.
What does that mean?
That means y'all talking over each other.
Thank you.
Next one, Phil.
All right, so the second to last one because we got to move on. But
Okay.
All right, does culture teach men or women more to avoid emotional responsibility?
It depends on the culture.
It's definitely
Yeah.
culture.
Okay.
It completely depends. There's some matriarchal cultures in the East, and so
It depends. Yeah.
if we're talking about like in America,
Sure.
I think that yes, technically, more women have been given the emotional traits
Trait.
and more men have been given the logical traits. Does not mean that each or any one of those,
yeah, because I don't
have
agree.
or
I,
lack either one of them.
yeah.
Okay. All right, moving on.
I'm not gonna say it.
What?
I
no,
mean, if you
say
wanna
it.
say it.
I
Say
feel
it.
like there's more emotional men and more logical women. nowadays.
We can make that another subject because I have a whole theory behind
Yeah,
it.
we gonna move on. We gonna move on.
That's the whole next show right there. Now remember that.
Logic versus emotion.
Yeah, no, for real. That's
emotion.
That's a good one. That's the next topic already.
Because I think I see what you're cooking, Lynette, there. Because I think you're right. Anyway, moving on. So if you're ever with somebody and they're always blaming their ex, are they even ready for love?
Nope.
No.
Hell no.
know.
Because that means
There
they're
has
still.
to be some accountability.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
Okay,
no
but that's
kind of-
not-
It's not
that's
accountability at that point. It's
Porque?
self-awareness at that point.
All right.
Sure.
It's
It's
both.
But you
It's
also,
both.
in order,
where
It's
you
both. But
sure, accountability plays a part, but self-awareness goes a little bit deeper.
and I get that,
But
but
if you're
it's
not
still,
self-aware, you
but it's
can't
still
hold yourself
both
accountable.
because-
Correct.
Because so this is what I'm saying. It's both. It's both because you cannot be with a person and be like, oh, it's all that person's fault. No, you play the role. Now, don't get me wrong. There are certain instances against the rule, the obvious things. You know what I'm saying?
Abuse and stuff like things,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that changes the dynamics, but everything outside of that is both. Because I give you an example. I've spoken about this situation with my ex-wife. You get what I'm saying? I played a part. I understand that.
Yes.
I understand that. I was wrong. You
I took
understand?
accountability
So-
in my marriage. Yes.
When I speak on a situation, I don't speak on the situation to say, yo, she's the fucking problem. She was the problem. She did this. She did
I
that.
think anyone who can just blatantly just be like that person was the whole last problem
That's
is
it.
just
For-
not a very
for me-
mature
aware
person.
person, and
Correct.
they lack accountability.
Because
me,
a
it took me,
relationship
like-
breaks down in two ways.
After after divorce, it literally took me, I think, to take accountability and look back at everything.
Yeah.
It was already 4 years in already being divorced that I look back at
You
everything.
realized.
I realized like where I fuck, and I'll say it to this day. I was married young, 22. Becoming a husband, stepdaddy, I didn't know how to do all that
Right.
at a young fucking age. So
So you didn't make all the right choices.
I
period.
didn't make all the right
Yeah.
choices.
But it's like anything
But it
else in
taught
life.
Correct.
me when I got divorced at 30, it taught me a lot after the divorce. 8 years being divorced, it taught me a lot.
Married.
But I did look back when it was 4 years already being divorced, where I fucked up at, how I treated that person to the
The
T.
best.
Yes.
This is the thing. If you did the best to your current ability at that time, right? I can tell you, I did the best to my current knowledge at the time. I did my best to my current skill set at the time, right?
Yes.
Then you can leave with that, like,
I did
yes,
what I could.
I did what I had a role to play. I may not have done that.
So like we was all
way that person
married here.
needed.
Did you like I had it was 4 years for me. Did you guys have a certain how long did it take for each of you to look back at like okay to take accountability of
2
what
years.
yours was
It
2
took me
years?
2 years.
What about you?
I mean, obviously, I had some flaws.
Yeah.
I
I
want
think
to say
situations can be a little different.
A
and
little
that's
different?
Right.
I want-
How long for you? About how long
say-
did you really look back at everything? Like, okay, I need to take some blame at it as well.
So I think I made that realization before we were even legally divorced. So
Okay.
we were separated. My daughter was 2. I want to say maybe a year.
A year?
Maybe.
What about
a
you,
year.
Chris?
So I think it was a little different for me. I want to be careful with how I word it, right?
Yeah.
I think even before I was divorced, I was starting to have some growth. I was starting to look at myself, the traumas I've been through. I was starting to go to like therapy. I was starting to realize things about myself
That you
was
didn't.
already changing.
Okay.
The dynamic of myself, of the relationship, and what I was willing to continue to put in,
Correct.
which eventually led to the breakdown of that marriage.
So during, you would say.
I would say that
During?
yeah, I really
Okay.
started like my job by 29. I was like something's not right inside of me, right? I was
Yeah.
a shell and I wanted to be more, right?
Yeah.
And there are things that played into that. There was my past and there was my current relationship that played into that, right? So there's a lot of blame to be thrown around, and I can say all I want to say and it's still my truth. But to say that, of course, everybody needs to come to a point where, like, when I get another partner and I get another marriage, especially, right?
Yeah.
There are things I want to do differently, of course.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
if you don't have that self-awareness, you never get to the next one and say, okay, I did this wrong last time, and this is what I'm
not
going
gonna
to
do that
differently.
again.
Right,
Yes.
I'm not going to do that again.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think
That-
after a year of my ended relationship, obviously we got divorced years later because, you know, life.
That should be taking a
But-
long time because
For real.
I'm finally on this thing, you know. But it's been a hella long time.
I was hella happy when I got that pay. I swear to God, we went on a fucking trip to Vegas when I got
This guy.
I thought about having a party. I'm not gonna lie, because I mean, after
You
all
should.
that,
Let's
yo,
You should.
And I lost my
after
train of
all,
thought, so there
after
goes
all
that.
after all that you endured,
Yeah, I'm
and
telling
been
you,
through.
Listen,
Yo.
I'm
You
telling you
should.
from personal experience.
go to Vegas. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you, go to Vegas
Hey.
and love being detached from the person you don't want to be with no more. Again, you spend so many years with a person, right? That you don't hate them, right? You don't hate them. You just don't want them close to you.
Too close. Yeah, yeah.
That's the best
Call it
way.
what you want,
That's
but
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like
that's
it's the
me
same.
just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I see you at a restaurant, I'm going to look away. I'm not going to beef
I
with
didn't
you.
even see you. I'm leaving.
That's a
I don't
fact.
even want to eat here no more.
That's a fact.
Let's go somewhere else.
That's a fact. I mean, the only we only related to the same kids at that point.
Right.
You understand? Like,
That is
Yeah.
true.
And when
But
kids
then-
are
but
involved,
that-
that's a little sad. But I mean, it's just the situation.
Yes and no.
sometimes.
I mean, obviously, it depends on the situation. But I mean, shit, I can't stand my baby daddy, but we still have a relationship.
Okay,
which
so-
which is I think necessary, and I'm talking from an estranged, right? So
Yeah,
my
yeah.
co-parenting is very estranged. There are no text messages. It's very hard to like communicate what's happening with the kids.
Yeah, no.
Right? Like so I just
exactly my situation. No
I
texting,
just
no
we
phone
don't
calls,
talk
don't talk to me.
at all about nothing.
Don't talk to
and
me.
sometimes it can be a little bit difficult because my kids are still young, right? Trying to communicate, trying to organize. And so really I just do my own thing, and I hope and pray to God that they are good over there, and I just
And that's it.
Nothing.
That's
Yeah.
it.
There's-
That's it.
Nah.
You don't hate them. You
I-
don't love them.
texting the
but
kids,
you don't
making
want to
sure
be
you
next
good.
to
You
them.
don't want to
That's
be
the
next to them,
best
place
way.
to them,
That-
but like,
because I mean, not for nothing. You can't hate a person that you chose. You chose
Speak
this.
for
Yeah,
yourself.
but
We
all right, we're moving on.
speak to
Last one here, and then Mal's gotta end the show.
yes.
All right, last one here. Would you rather be with someone who messes up but owns it, or would you rather be with someone who hides it well?
Of course.
Mess up and own it.
And mess up and own it.
Just be honest.
And just
That's
be
the-
hon-
I
just
feel
be
like
honest,
but
yeah.
if they hide it well, you don't know.
no. Okay, so
But
that's a
that's-
problem. I'd rather
but
be with
that's
someone
true.
who's gonna
But
fuck
that's a-
up
but that's
and
a
be like,
devil.
look,
But you'll
I
never
fucked
know.
up.
But that's a devil.
yeah,
You
no.
That
right. I mean,
person's the
I'm
devil.
gonna know because I be having dreams and
That
shit. I be waking
what the
up
fuck?
like,
You know, yes.
Yo,
Anyways,
you know
it's-
what?
that's
I made the
intuition.
same face. I was like, yo, what the
What
fuck?
you doing?
That's scary. Having
I'm
dreams and then you
nah,
know
for real,
it.
for
She
real.
catching
I got
flashbacks
that.
in her sleep.
I'm
So the
telling
next
you.
time she's smiling when she sleep, you already know.
Yo, it ain't me.
Así
fuck
mismo,
up. It ain't me.
despiértate. Who got
Exactly.
you laughing
That-
in your
that
dreams?
video that's like,
Yo.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna
What?
pretend
Are
I'm
you
sleeping.
okay?
No.
What?
I'm gonna look you right in the face. That was me.
Nah,
I know. I know.
I know.
No
nah,
what?
Just
but
give me the
that-
information.
The person that hides it very well is the devil, because they're gonna continue
No,
doing
you're
it
right.
and doing it and doing
You're right.
it.
But I
That
think you
was
know
me.
what? Let me
That
just
was
be
me.
real.
I'm not gonna
But
lie.
okay,
But
but
let me tell you
That was
something.
me.
that was
I'ma
you
keep
win.
it a beat.
That was you win. How long ago was that? How like?
Don't
Don't
ask
do
me
that. Don't do
question.
that. Don't
All
do
I'm
that.
saying is,
Let's not put
regardless
him on
if
the
you
spot.
hold
20
it,
years ago.
don't put him on the spot like that.
Yeah,
You
let's
know,
not
people
do that.
can watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Regardless if it's hidden well or not, your person's gonna know. There's always gonna be some. I don't
Nah,
know. I really
Intuition,
feel-
intuition.
No, there's always like something.
Yeah,
that
but a
don't
lot of
feel
people's
right.
intuition, a lot of people don't got
No,
intuition.
agreed.
No,
That
I
a lot of
agree with
people
that.
People don't got
I agree.
intuition though.
Women do.
Agreed, but
What?
Women do.
Women's intuition, that shit only works except for pulling to choosing the right fucking partner. But that's neither here nor there.
No. See?
Conversation. Let's move
Phil,
on.
hit the
Phil.
buzzer,
Let's
hit the
move on.
buzzer.
Hit the
At least we
buzzer.
got
We need
it.
to move
At
on
least
from
we
that.
got it. The fuck?
Oh shit!
Shut up.
She close enough to.
All right,
So Mel,
yes,
let us know.
I guess this is towards the end of the fucking show, right?
It's the end of the show.
Don't start crying, bro.
As we go on, we
that bottle.
remember all the times.
You could do that?
We
I
gonna
know.
take shots.
I think I don't think you should do that. I think that we should do that off air. Let's not do that on air. Like,
I guess.
okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So
Come on, crybaby, hurry up.
shut up. So
You need tissue?
got something for you. So
All right, wait, I gotta record. I love
I've
you.
never seen somebody get up off a seat that fast.
Right, listen.
That's what happens when you close it to the ground. You
No, his feet couldn't reach the ground, so you had to
you get more
hop
momentum.
off.
Thank you.
So this is deserving for
Microphone.
Phil, man, you gonna make it worse, bro.
So emotional.
Yes, this is whoever thought that we would meet at a open mic. That's where we met. 2 years already.
Yep.
Met at open mic, and who thought that we would be here 2 years later?
I know. My first
When
open mic.
your first open mic, we talked for like an hour and like what we wanted to do as creators and what I was already doing and how you already was writing and getting back into writing. And that same night we ended up turning open mic into basically a poetry session where you got on stage and did like 2 poetries for the first time, and don't know how long before we even met. That was my first time doing a poetry as well.
That was my first open mic. Yeah.
That was your first open mic. So what he said episodes back where you put people in a specific category. You are in a category of your own.
Thank you.
This is gonna be tough. Yo, I really appreciate you coming on and bringing more light to the podcast. You are your own unique woman. I call you my superstar for a reason, because everything that you did from jump was just stars. Your first film that you did, you nailed it, and you got nominated for supporting actress. Your first one.
Best supporting actress.
Yes, best supporting actress. And there's Phil. Are you ready to play it?
Yep.
Okay, so this is from beginning to end, and messages from our fans.
Aww.
Messages from our
That's
fans,
cute.
and we are gonna miss you dearly. I'm gonna miss you dearly.
I know.
You're in my category where you're my rock in front of camera.
What is this? Is he proposing?
That's why I saw her leaned up. I was like, she like, I'm just letting him be great, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on over here?
So for those who weren't on,
we appreciate you. We appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much for coming on and have you in my category as like my other best friend, that we're gonna continue striving together, collaborating together, and doing more things together.
Absolutely.
So this is to you.
Thank you.
And Phil, can you please do the honors and played the video farewell goodbye video package.
Oh, definitely hyper masculine.
That's
Just
why,
a
is that why
piece
you
of
like the
advice.
stuff?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that I've really sat down to dissect why I'm into. I think I'm the type of person that I really vibe
was
with.
my
Like if
first
it's a relationship.
episode.
No, because I've been in a place where I literally didn't think anything of myself. And so now
Because I be tired of his shit.
Hi, Chrys. Congratulations on your new journey. Thank you for being such an awesome friend to Mel. You have been real as hell throughout the podcast and everything, and I really like that about you. Blessings to everything you have coming for you.
Yo, Chrys, this King. You leaving the show? That's crazy. Damn, who's gonna keep Mal in check? Holding that. Anyway, I'm just bullshitting. Appreciate you, Mom. I enjoyed the show, all the episodes. You're a wonderful woman. Keep doing what you're doing. I wish you nothing but love and success. Blessings, bro.
Hello. This message is for Chrys. Hey, Chrys, I just want to wish you nothing but the best. Best of luck on your journey, your goals, anything that you got lined up coming up. I can't wait to see and follow and see everything, all the great things that you get to do and are doing upcoming. So I'm sure that you are impacting on many people, and many people are saddened that you're gonna be leaving the podcast. But I'm sure that everybody is super excited and happy for you for your next adventure. So from me, from part of me, I just want to say good luck, best of luck on everything. You already know I DJ on the side. So if you ever need anything or anything under the umbrella, you know I'm always.
Hello, hi, hey baby girl, hi guys. So, I just wanted to come on here real quick and wish my salt, Chrys, wishful, not a farewell, but a blessing, because this is not a farewell, girl, because I know for sure you are doing big things. I've seen it since day one, since I met you some years ago. Every single event you worked alongside with us, you brought such a finesse, such a glow. You got it. You're gifted. You have a uniqueness to you. Everybody sees it. We see it. You strive through the screen. I mean, whew. If Mel decides to bring on another co-host, he has some big shoes to fill.
That part.
That is a tough job. And let me tell you, if that person doesn't come with their own shoes, whew, pity. But anywho, man, girl, I adore you. Continue to show your success. Your beautifulness, your uniqueness, everything about you is success. Continue to be you. Continue to be you. You're beautiful. You're light. Walk that light,
That was
girl.
the goal.
I'm proud of you. I
That was the
adore
goal.
you. Many blessings. Beautiful, bright blessings. And best of luck, Mel, if you do decide, okay? But have a good one, guys. Continue on with your show, and love you. See you all
Good luck.
soon. Bye.
Crystal, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Is that who I think it is?
Yeah.
Benny?
You are so deep in your soul that a person like me can appreciate it. Your responses on the show, just your being, your aura is fucking dope, and I salute to your endeavors moving forward. 100.
Thank you.
Hey,
Benny.
what's up, girl? Just got a phone call on the news. Mel's so extra sometimes.
For sure.
Anyways, I want to take the time out to say thank you for all the dedication, all the time that you put in. Damn, girl, the show's not going to be the same. But there were so many episodes that were so amazing. Like, you inspired me, girl. Like, deadass. I look at certain things so much different now. And honestly, watching the episodes and all of this from the podcast is like, got me through my breakup, believe it or not. You'd be shocked. But I want to say thank you. I want to say good luck with everything. And yeah, hopefully we see you around, girl. Take care.
Yo, what's going on, Chrys? I wish you the best of luck at all of your endeavors. It was a pleasure doing the podcast with you. It was a pleasure getting to know you.
I got a little soft spot for it. It's not very big, but you know, it exists. It exists. It's there.
Hey, Chrys. So congratulations on your new adventure, on your new journey, this new chapter. I am sure that you are going to enjoy every single second of it, as you should, because you deserve it. Thank you for all that you've done for my brother, for being his backbone, for supporting him, for being a part of the show, and for just making it better. Sorry about you. Just made it better.
You heard that.
And just thank you in general for just being an awesome person. I haven't had the opportunity to meet you in person, but I look forward to doing so soon, hopefully soon. But until then, just I wish you the best of luck, and keep striving, keep thriving, because you are doing your thing. Much love. Bye.
Chrys, so sad. A little bit of bittersweet here. You know, it's been a pleasure getting to know you and getting you on the show and having your opinions being heard by the many, many fans of Delgado Podcast Nation. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for your future endeavors. I'm very glad that you're able to do the things that you really want to do in your life, and you're able to actually execute them. We're going to definitely miss you a lot, but I just want to let you know that we love you, and we can't wait to see your success. So hope to see you soon, and I'm going to come get a massage. So, yes. See you later.
Perfect.
So, I'm literally just finding out that my boo, my love, Chrys, you're not going to be on the show anymore. So this is my farewell to you. Congratulations. I know whatever you decide that you're going to do, you're going to excel in it, because that's just what you do at everything. Proud of you. Congratulations. And I can't believe you're about to leave me with these two animals.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Chrissy. I just wanted to say,
honey.
you know, first and foremost, you have been a blessing on this show. You have been a breath of fresh air for individuals like myself, for women like myself. You stand firm in what you believe. You speak your truth, and you don't shy away from any hard-hitting conversations that you guys have had on this show. It is very sad to see you go, and I don't think anybody could ever fill your shoes and just gel the way that you have here. But I wish you the best in all your endeavors. I think you're gonna kick ass in anything you do. You're a smart cookie. So with that being said, farewell. It's not goodbye. And hopefully we'll see you soon back on the show, because if we don't find anybody, I'm gonna find a way to get you back.
You're dragging me back.
But
Oh, that was really sweet, you guys.
Any last
First of all, that was super sweet. Thank you for that. That was really thoughtful. And for everyone who sent in their videos, that's something that I will treasure. Already do.
Chrys, it was actually 15 minutes. I told Molly cut it.
Oh, can I get the whole thing though?
Yeah.
Yes, you
can.
Cut it.
Yes, you can.
God, this has been like I mentioned it before, but this was a real dream come true, and I guess, and I'm sure there's other people with that experience where. I don't know about anybody else. For me, I don't know that I ever saw. I didn't imagine the life that I wanted until after, and it was an after moment for me. So everything that I've become, like this woman that I've become, was an after thing. Like I got to finally step into who I'm becoming, and it's a progress, right? But this was part of that. Like I like meeting the people I've met, like. Open mic, podcast, you know, like listening to recording artists, like all of that. Like it's just been such a great experience. Like experiencing life has always been something that I wanted to do. And as weird as that sounds, I don't feel like I ever really got to do that. I never got to just be happy and be me. And it's
I'm not
it's
crying,
something
you're
that
crying.
I don't take for granted. Chantal, don't do it. No, neither do you, Kat, please, because your words, seriously. I think I've mentioned it before in the show that I didn't always think or look at myself and like
Yes, you did.
I didn't think highly of myself. I do now, but I didn't have that before. And it's been because I've been able to meet so many awesome people, and I've been able to learn so much, and I've been able to experience so much. So I'm super grateful. Oh, thank you for everything that I've been able to do so far. And then I can't even imagine like what everything else is going to feel and be like.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
1,000 times this.
I'm super grateful. I hope you guys know that gratitude is like one of the biggest things that I feel every day. Yeah. And I'm super grateful.
Oh.
I'm not a
Stop.
Don't look at me.
It's you guys have any last words?
Thank you.
You guys have any last
I think you
words?
guys said awesome things. I'm surprised that he even likes me. So I'm leaving and it's a win.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
I'm low key.
How much percentage do you like? Do you like Chrys?
Who am I gonna argue with? Like I don't got nobody to argue with now. Like you taking away the fun from this. That's crazy. But I'm glad that you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and I wish you the best of luck with that. And I hope everything works out.
I really appreciate
it will.
And you know, guys, even though she's leaving the podcast, she's still committed.
You're still gonna see my face.
Yes, and she's still committed for.
We're gonna get a pillow, a life-size
still committed
pillow.
for the last 3 films.
I'm not editing the song either.
Yes, committed for the last
No,
3
no, no. I'm cold
3
for
films.
life.
3-way drama, Deli Swipe 2, Dark Reflection,
Right.
and my sister's story. So you will see her on those 3 films, and then she'll do baby films when she wants to come on, and I need her.
Can I call you to argue when I feel like arguing?
Give me a podcast every so often.
You are so toxic.
It's nice to argue with somebody who has valid points.
Okay.
Valid.
I said that.
First of all,
it took this. It took this. You need
with her tonight, and now you're saying she has valid points.
I
have
she has some
heard
valid
him.
points. She does.
Yes, like
anytime, Bodega, anytime. You could listen.
Can I
Sometimes I just got it in me,
Can
and
we
I
do
need
it
to
on
argue a little
FaceTime?
bit.
We can do it on FaceTime.
We could do it on our FaceTime.
We could do that. We could set that
You
up.
gotta get it out of your system. Let me know. I got guys.
you already know. You're like Chrys, keep it a band, keep it 100. Like this bitch is fucking toxic.
Yo.
And I'm a piece of shit nigga, and these bitches still.
I'm a piece of shit, but still, I stand 10 toes on that.
Bitches ain't
Cause
shit.
that be the truth. Like I'm a piece of shit. Like I don't hide it. I'm not lying about it. I know what I am.
I know I'm a piece of
I'm
shit,
comfortable
but
with that.
Why this bitch? That's how it's
Right.
That's how the conversation's gonna start. So,
Yeah.
oh shit.
I got notes. I'm gonna share notes that way we can, because you can edit notes. You know what I'm saying? We can't be verbal all the time. We gotta be
nice. Chrys, we love you. We're gonna miss you.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Yes.
Again, I got a lot of love for y'all. A lot.
Me more. Just saying. Just say it.
It's because you're the baby.
The only thing I'm gonna say is that when I leave, dude, I don't want no flowers, and speak to me with a little more bass in it.
Yeah. Because I called you and I told you what he was.
Dropped down a couple decibels, and I was like, my man's it's about to be a whole crying scene in here. I was getting ready for him to start sliding down the seat and crying and shit.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Listen, Chrys,
I'm a reactive crier.
put us out.
Oh. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for joining us every night that you guys come, and just our loyal fans, our new fans. Keep checking us out, and by us, of course, I may be stepping down, but I'm not going too far. I'm gonna be listening, and I will be typing in my arguments.
Love that. Love that. Keep that idea.
You better.
We
Thank you
sliding
guys
out
so
time
much.
for the responses to those. You heard Phil?
Yeah.
When she responds, we sliding out time to respond.
I better be
to
like
her.
star my profile so it could go to the top. But thank you to everybody. Thank you for all the support and all the love that we've gotten for so long. I'm beyond grateful. I cannot tell you just how much you guys poured into me just in those messages, and I'm super grateful. It's kind of hard saying goodbye, but good night. I don't believe it's a goodbye. Have a wonderful night. I can't wait to see you guys in other facets of my life. Blessings.
We out.
Peace.
All right.
And baby, we go live. Join the nation. De todo se enciende. Mal in a mic, you know he defending. Bodega bringing that fuego, that spice. Lynette with the vibe, Chrys cold like ice. Every show's a little bit wild, but it's sweet like rum when the chaos gets loud. So pour a drink, take a seat, no hesitation. It's time you join Delgado Nation.